Okay, here we go. Dr. Jeff Munn, I was going to give an update from the previous live stream that we did. I'm going to try to do this in like 5 minutes and have more of a recording so I can hopefully post it up for a couple of things. First and foremost, I'm going to get out of the way and um, show you a couple of our kitties and kind of let the owner speak for it, and then just have a couple of comments at the end, and also mention that we have started our Librela um, number of Librela in our Librela early experience already, and we're getting some great stuff with that. So, without further ado, we'll take a look at Charlie here. Charlie is 17, and this is his movement originally. And after his first injection, and after 2 months. Yeah, I'm going to try to mute.
This is Mr. Bayley. He's 15 years old and he's generally a really healthy cat. We noticed recently that in his older age, he was having trouble getting up and walking, getting around. He was just very slow. And we thought perhaps it was due to his weight, but he's always been a larger cat. And as it turns out, he actually has arthritis in his elbows, both of them. So we decided to give Solensia a try based on what we learned at the vet's office. And we're really glad that we did because he definitely seems to be more comfortable. He can move around a lot easier. And we're really happy about that. So thank you. He used to have trouble walking, and now he just gets up and goes. We're trying to do a little test here to see how he gets off the couch, whether he jumps off or slides down to minimize the impact. Oh, and he jumped. That is
So I think we have, last count, I know I've started maybe 14 or so dogs on Librela. I think I have a couple signed up for this week. Um, I've gotten a little bit of feedback already. It is interesting that most people are not happy when their dog jumps up on the counter unless they have been unable to. So we're seeing some pretty amazing stuff, and I'm pretty impressed with it. The Just a recap of the basics of how it worked. I also understood from the live stream thing that although myself and a lot of the veterinarians that were at a Librela update or pre-launch meeting recently, we kind of like to nerd out on the pathways and how it works. That a lot of my clients have mentioned to me just the basics. Like I would be happy to know: one, it's an injection; two, it lasts 4 weeks; and then three, it really doesn't put a burden on the liver and the kidneys as it's being excreted and gotten out of the body. So those are kind of the three big things that most people cared about, and not so much the crazy video about how it connects to and blockades and monoclonal antibody. And I think there was a lot of maybe some glazing over during that point in time. So that's the nuts and bolts of the way that it works. Um, for the next steps, if you are interested, a couple of things that are important is I'm going to try to put the links to there's a checklist that you can do for dogs and for cats to see if your dog may have arthritis. The first thought would be, well, that's pretty obvious. If my dog is struggling to get up or get down, if we're having a noticeable limp, yeah, those are easy. However, there are a good number of dogs, and especially good number of cats, where their symptoms and their signs are absolutely not related to what you would automatically think with obvious limping. A couple of interesting things that I've gotten from a lot of the kitty cats, as you'll notice, most of those cats are 15, 16, 17 years old. Now, they didn't get there from 14 to 15. They got to that place where they were probably a quite bit uncomfortable in at their age of 10. We know about 12, 92% of cats have arthritis, but they're highly good at, very, very good at keeping their symptoms away from us as humans. Um, Cats, I joke with folks that and tell them that some guys should really like cats because cats are similar to men in a lot of ways. I can guarantee you that if they could drive a car, they would not stop and ask for directions. If you've ever seen a cat run into a glass door accidentally, they try to play it off like, oh, I meant to do that. So they will hide things and not tell you, and they're hurting as best as they can. So sometimes the symptoms are, for example, one of the big symptoms in kitties is if they're not going in the litter box or using the bathroom inappropriately, that can be a big sign. So it is definitely worthwhile taking the quiz or the checklist. If for whatever reason I fail to get these up in either the comments, I'm hoping to get these up to YouTube and the Facebook group. If I don't get the links in the comments, you can certainly email us here at using this email, poplarahLaser@gmail.com, and I can get the links and everything over to you that way. So I will probably in the next couple of days introduce you to another owner in kitty with some more experience, and we hope to get some more experiences with the Librela Early Experience. There is a short-term availability for kitty cats that are interested. Typical cost at up to like 15.5 pounds for the injections, $97. However, we are having a I don't know what you call it, promotional or whatnot, but like a $20 voucher toward the first injection to make it $20 less to try it. It will end at the end of this month on Halloween, 10/31. So if you are interested or you're like on the fence and you do the the quiz and you think, I think there's a possibility and you just want to give it a try, get in touch with us before then, and I can shoot you the email that verifies that, has like the little QR code, so you can get the $20 starter to reduce the cost to try it.